Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video with Tank People today on World of Warships console. That's right, boys and girls, and we're covering the Tier 3 Imperial Japanese battleship, the Ishizuchi. Ishizuchi? Oh boy. It's just gonna get harder and harder to pronounce some of these names, so I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names pretty badly. For anybody that knows these names more better than I do, but I'm trying my best. Just hang in there with me, guys. Maybe if you guys want to help me out, but it's kind of hard to help out. I don't know. It's a Ishizuchi. It's a Zushi. Well, still, we're covering the Tier 3 Imperial Japanese battleship, the Ishizuchi. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be pretty hard to freaking say throughout the whole freaking video. But still, the Tier 3 Imperial Japanese battleship. I said that like 3 or 4 times already. But first of all, we're going to cover some of the stats and the commander and check it out to a battle and, you know, see how she works and stuff. First of all, my modification, I put main battery mod 2 on her. Her main battery traverse speed is 15%. Main battery reload time is 5%, which for my Japanese and my Americans, I'm trying to make them more of a main battery build more than anything else. I think it's pretty better. She also leads on to the Tier 3 carrier and the Tier 5, not Tier 5, Tier 4 Imperial Japanese battleship. The loadout, she gets HE and AP. She also gets a damage control power, consumer duration 10 seconds, reload time 76.8 seconds. You get a number of these. Repair party, she HP per second 291, consumer duration 22.4 seconds, and reload time is 80 seconds. And you get a number of these of 3. And then you get the encounter secondary targeting system, which you can't change, which is sad. But secondary battery shell grouping, 100% dispersion of secondary batteries, 15%. Consumable duration 30 seconds. Reload time is 160 seconds. And number of these is 3. The stats, the hit points of the ship is 45,700. Torpedo damage reduction is 4%, so that means you take 4% less damage, but it never really seems that way. Or at least I think that's what that means. You could miscorrect me as I go with these videos. And the main batteries is a 305mm Mark 10 guns. She gets 5 of these. Firing range is 14.4 kilometers. Reload time is 26.2 seconds. Turning time is 33.7 seconds. Max HE shell damage is 5,200. And fighting chance is 32%. Max AP shell damage is 8,240, which is way more than HE. Don't really use your AHE too much in battleships, unless if you can't pen a frontally angled battleship, then use HE, or use HE on soft targets like destroyers, but usually use your AP because it's way better and you're more likely going to pen a lot more. Your secondary armaments is 152mm 41 ST year type. You get 16 of these. Firing range is 3.5 kilometers and reload time is 10 seconds. Max AP shell damage. Usually your secondaries, I think it's HE, but they get AP on here. Okay. 2,900, which is not really going to do much penning of a battleship, but maybe a cruiser or a destroyer maybe a little more better. But, you know, let's move on to the AA. When we get 2 of these, like your long range and your short range AA, you know. Your the first one is the 40mm Type 91. You get 8 of these. Average damage per second 63. Firing range is 2 kilometers. Then your second AA guns is your 76.2mm third year type guns. You get 6 of these. Average damage per second 10. Firing range is 3 kilometers. Not that bad, I guess you could say, of your anti-aircraft guns and stuff like that. Your max speed is 35.6 knots. Turning circle radius is 740 meters. And rudder shift time is 13.6 seconds. Detectability by sea is 12.8 kilometers. Detectability after firing your main batteries is 14.4 kilometers. When the ship is on fire, 14.8 kilometers. Detectability by air is 10.3 kilometers. After firing your main batteries is 16.4 kilometers. I'm sorry for that, guys. I guess I'm thinking of something else. Your detectability when your ship is on fire from the air is 13.3 kilometers. And ground detectability range is 2 kilometers. And detectability range identifying in smoke from the detectability range is 9.8, which battleships, when they fire through smoke, they don't have the same thing as a destroyer. Destroyers could literally sit through in a smoke and fire their guns. But also remember this, smoke acts like a double-edged sword. So basically saying, if someone puts up a smoke screen, you can't see them, and if that ship that puts the smoke screen down can't see them either, so that means you can't see the enemy ships, they can't see you, so it acts like a double-edged sword. I'm hoping this makes some type of sense, students. But let's cover the armor of the Imperial Japanese battleship. The fore-end armor belt is 76. The bottom is 30. The fore-end plates is 19. Fore-end deck is 19 to 38. Aft end armor belt 76. Bottom 30. Aft end plating is 19. And aft end deck is also 19. Then you have the cooling tower bottom 76. Cooling tower size is 152 to 254. Well, that's pretty good. 254 meter thickness. Cooling tower top is 76. Side plates are 13. Sorry for that. Sorry for that, guys. That was my little dog. Little Scooby Dooby Doo there. But the side plates are 13. Top side plates is 13. And that's it for there. Outboard ship is 152 to 203. Armor belt is 152 to 203. Deck is 19 to 38. Outboard ship is 127. Rear plates is 229. Oh, I missed. Armor belt armor or barbette armor is 76 to 229. Bottom plates is 38. Frontal plates is, well, 203. Side plates is 203. Top plates is 76. The plates is 19. Deck 19 to 38. And that's it for there. And your Citadel outboard ship is 203, which we'll be talking about the Citadel after we're done with this armor. But the Citadel outboard ship is 203. Citadel bottom 25. Citadel deck 1938. The Citadel outboard ship 127. Citadel armor deck sloping 19. The Citadel plates are also 19. And I hope you guys heard everything I said. But let's look at the Citadel. Okay, so it's basically at the waterline, except, well, it's pretty long. Yeah, well, I can't do that, okay. But you can see it's pretty long, it's almost as long as the ship. And back here, towards the back, as you can see, like back right here, if you aim up just a little bit, you can actually hit that more better. But aim for the waterline a little bit more for this ship. At least it doesn't have a big old citadel like the two cruisers we just did a review for the Japanese. This citadel is a little bit more protected, but still, I still wouldn't trust being hit from top tier battleships. With their AP could probably just overpen your armor frontally. It doesn't really matter, and stuff like that. But this armor, yeah, the citadel's right there, as you can see. Just aim in this direction. It has a big old citadel, so meaning it's definitely going to be citadel a lot more easier than expected, I guess. But let's talk about the captain in this battleship. We have Phoenix. Total HP restored by repair party is 1.25%. Then we have a good day's work. Damage control party cooldown time 4%. We also have Grizzling drill bit. Hang on, guys, sorry for that. Battleship gun traverse speed is 0.4%. Battleship main gun AP shell damage is 3%. Max battleship speed is 7%. And then we have marksmanship, which is dispersion of main batteries, 3%, rudder shift time, 5%. Then we have reaching out XXL, main battery range is 1%. And then we have our legendary perk, which is will to be built, armament of HP recovered is 27.5%, repair party duration 20%. And then the special effects is rate of repair rate of repair per second is 0.5%. Auto repair when HP is required or less than is 20%. So that's our captain, and that's the Imperial Japanese Ishizuchi battleship. Maybe I'm getting it better, I don't know. But I think that's enough talk about this ship in the port there, guys. Let's take her out, let's see what she can do. I'll see you guys in the battlefield. So we're back, guys, on Ring, and well, could this be an interesting game or could it not be? To be honest, I just want to know what you think about the video. But to be honest, as well, we're in a tier 3 game. Top tiered. Yeah, that's amazing. 3 destroyers on each team. 1 cruiser on each team. 1 carrier in each team. And around 4 battleships on each team. So this is going to be pretty much a game that I'm going to try to do as hard as I can of dishing out the damage as much as I can and stuff like that. But my thoughts of theory is to go on one side of the map where just 2 destroyers of my team is at, because I was figuring if there's only 2 destroyers on my team on the one side of the map, maybe the other 2 destroyers for the enemy team will be on the other side of the map. To be honest, I really don't want to find out, because sometimes destroyers will have the better stealth than you do if you're playing a battleship, and sometimes even a cruiser. But the cruisers have the rate of fire than the battleship does, and sometimes the cruiser can deal with the destroyer a lot more quicker than the battleship. So that's something you gotta think about there. But we do see our first enemy, and I said I'm spotted, which is typical of a battleship, being spotted first before anyone else does. But we do see the Kawachi. Kawachi. Was that a warship? I don't even remember if that was or not. I don't even remember if that was a warship that you could have gone for free. Kawachi. That's I think an Imperial Japanese battleship. Tier 3 is a premium. So I'm not sure how to get that thing. But if you guys know, please let me know. If you can have it, let me know how that ship is. But we're looking at this Wyoming class battleship. We fire our first salvo at him, even though we fired several at the Kawachi. Didn't really did much. Didn't really even hit him. And we actually hit the Wyoming class battleship. 2 pens, 1 shattered. I'm looking around, seeing the German cruiser right here there, the Kaiser. I'm looking at this Wyoming because he's still giving a nice big old broadside. We reload and we fire our second salvo at this guy. We do slow down so we don't get ourselves in a crossfire. We do hit the Wyoming. We do see Kawachi again. Kawachi. And I wasn't aware of it, even though I do see this guy beach himself. One time I was gonna realize I see torpedoes, I'm like thinking, what? I see 1, 2, 1 hits me, but didn't really do much damage. It didn't really do much because of my torpedo protection. So we're looking at this German cruiser. We fire our guns at him. We do see 2 destroyers over here to the side and stuff like that. But we do hit that cruiser. Well, we didn't really did much huge, big chunk of damage. Sorry for that, for my dog barking. But we do hear more torpedo bombers. And at the time, I thought it was not American. I actually come to realize it is American carrier. We fire at the German cruiser. And kaboom! Citadel, baby. Yeah. German cruisers don't get the protection unlike their battleship compartments does. Sorry, bye. Try another day. And the carrier finally leaves me alone a little bit, which gives me some breathing space of torpedo bombers, which is really good. I'm thinking about shooting at the Wyoming, which I do shoot at them with all three of my rear gun turrets. Does any of these shells hit? I don't know. Let's see. Nope, none of those hit. That was a completely miss of all three of my gun turrets at the rear. My other two forward ones are turning very slowly. But this battleship Wyoming is giving a somewhat a flat broadside now. He goes undetected, which is normal. Now he's definitely giving a flat broadside. Let's shoot our rear gun turrets, all three again. See if we can get him. He goes back being undetected. Do we hit? It looks like we do get one penetrating shot, one overpen, and one shatter. Okay. That Kawachi is way out of our range of our guns, so we can't do nothing about that. But this Wyoming is sort of in our range still. We fire two forward gun turrets at him. Does these do anything? Those torpedoes at my enemy cruiser there, enemy cruiser, light cruiser shoots. Well, our shells does nothing, and those torpedoes don't look like they do anything either. So, yeah, I was actually kind of getting a sense that this game wasn't going to be a great game, only because I've done only 17,000 damage, but also it seems like the enemy team might be locking us in our own cap, so we really didn't feel that good. But the Wyoming is going over that way. I don't know why. We know the fight's going on over here. We see another two Kawachis over on this side, so we decide, you know what? Let's help our team get rid of these other two Kawachis, because just even one on my team too. Huh. Oh, is this a ship that you can get for free for the Halloween event, or what? Well, whatever. Uh, we fire out the first, one of the Kawachis on the side of the Imperial Japanese Navy, and two actually penned, not that bad, decent amount of damage. And I'm trying to put my secondaries, I think, on that destroyer, the V, which took out the, well, our battleship, our Kawachi. There's a lot of Kawachis in this gameplay, I just realized. Because like, there's one that's at least a good bit on my team as well. And there's a good bit of the enemy team. But we fired the other Kawachi, I think. And none of our shows don't seem like they do anything. So there's at least another two more on this side of the map. Okay. Waiting till my guns reload. They're not aiming at me as far as I know of, which is good, because I'm getting a broadside a little bit so I can get my guns firing. I fired that Kawachi, hoping to do something, and see somebody trying to shoot over there. We do get 3 pens, which is really good. And here comes the V-170, a German destroyer. Okay. He gets undetected. That guy played a pretty good game. Yeah, we're going to see at the end of the game, but not too much spoilers. We see this Kawachi right here. I'm looking at smokestacks, and it looks like he's sitting still. I can't really tell. But 3 pens, nice, and 1 overpen and 1 ricochet. Okay, and there's the V-170. I think he's trying to get a good flanking, but he's going to kill our carrier, because our carrier is going a straight line. And I'm trying to shoot at the destroyer and fire out with armor piercing, and he does take our carrier's life. Okay, well, that means the carrier wasn't very paying attention about torpedoes being in the water. But what does this Kawachi? He's sitting still in smoke. The smoke of the Kawachi, the V-170, the German destroyer, lay down, which is no longer going to be protecting him because it dissipates. We fire at the Kawachi. My Kawachi friend is shooting too. 3 pens, well, not that bad again. 41,000. And our Kawachi friend here takes him out, and there we go. The 2 Kawachis over here are destroyed, and we see a Clemson. Put my secondaries on him. Ask my friend to help shoot him. But here comes torpedoes. Literally I thought I was going to be hit by them, but they ran out of steam before they could ever reach me. So that means that V-170 is nearby somewhere. And I'm still being spotted. I don't know if it could be by the V or the American destroyer, but I'm thinking, boy, this is not good. I mean, up to 41,000 damage, 1 kill, not bad. I'm thinking about switching back right to HE though. For after seeing this V, I fire my 2 forward gun turrets, and I decided, you know what, fuck it, switching to HE, because as you can see there, my AP didn't hurry anything to that V-170 destroyer. So now we're switched to HE. Think about chasing down the, well, American destroyer, which I probably shouldn't be doing. I see one torpedo. Oh, missed that one just by the slight of my teeth. Oh boy, that was just a pain in the butt. But I decided, oh, I probably shouldn't really chase down a destroyer because there's 2 of them over here. And we want to get 2 forward gun turrets after the American destroyer. Looks like he goes into smoke, which there's a good big pile of smoke over here, which is American prairie smoke. I guess that's American destroyer. They last a long time as their smoke do. And I'm seeing if I could get good eyesight on where he's at. Hoping he doesn't launch torpedoes, because I'm giving kind of a broadside now. He does set me on fire. I do fire my guns all over the place, seeing if I can hit him. And nope, nothing. But he's still shooting. Wonder what he's planning. I mean, I'm trying to turn this away if any torpedoes does come. I do miss them, and there he is. He just right off his smoke. I don't know why, when I was so spotted, but, well, we fire all of our guns with HE loaded, and that basically creates him real bad. It knocks out his steering, it damages his engine, and damages one of his torpedo tubes. We put the fire out. We're reloading. His HE rounds are just now bouncing off our side because we're a little bit angled towards him. And he's not doing much damage towards me. So I'll fire again at the Crimson. At this range, yeah. Up to 44,000, and my shows does nothing and return. Okay, so we'll start turning this way, because I start seeing that my team is trying to hunt down the other battleship and the carrier, and where there's the other destroyer, so that means the Crimson's over here by himself. And because he doesn't have the range of actually hitting me with his guns, he stops firing. That was his last salvo to be shot at me. So that gives me some breathing space to think what to do, but I'm still spotted, which that means that Crimson is still spotting me. It means he's still in the area, just he's out of gun range. Which, if he can get into my spotting range, where I could spot him, it would be a good idea, but I don't think he's going to be doing that. So far, him and this V-170 has been playing a pretty decent good game, where I'm just hoping maybe we could take these guys down before they destroy, well, our battleship friend, which apparently he got taken out. So now we're down to 1 cruiser, 1 destroyer, and me on my team, with 2 destroyers, 1 battleship, and 1 carrier on the enemy team. Not feeling so lucky at this point. We do get spotted, but I was thinking, what could this be? Who is it? Could it be the V-170, or could it be the Crimson? I'm looking around, and I kind of feeling a little bit nervous because I don't see anybody. So I start turning, and I do see the battleship way over there. He does kill our destroyer friend with his secondaries. But does he get taken out? Because I'm hoping so. Yes, our destroyer friend reaches up from the depths of Hades and grabs hold of him and brings him down to the ocean depths. Too dark? Or is that not right? I mean, it's the depths of Hades. I mean, it's the ocean. So, or wait, not depths of Hades. Davy Jones' locker. He reaches from Davy Jones' locker to grab hold of that battleship and bring him down with him. which is kind of helps me out, but doesn't really help out that much because there's 2 destroyers still in play, and the carrier, which I'm not really too scared of the carrier. The destroyers are something that I'm more worried about because they have more stealth than I do, and if they want to stealth torpedo me, they can. And when I heard that, I literally got even more nervous because they killed my cruiser friend. That means I'm the only person left. And the last time spotted of the V-170 was on the other side of the map. So that means I don't know where they could be. Now, they could be anywhere. So I'm deciding to turn this way. Maybe I don't have enough time to get to their cabin cap. And if I do, that just gives my way my position. I figure maybe they might be coming from my cap because I don't know where I could be at anymore. I mean, anything could be going on through their minds, and anything could be going through my mind at this point. So I'm deciding to go over this way, and I get spotted by aircraft, dive bombers. Okay, here comes dive bombers. At least that tells me actually where the carrier might be. He might be over on that side of the map. Making sure I don't get hit too much by the carrier, even though I got enough hit points and I do spot something. And I'm looking over, and there's the Crimson. And I'm aiming my rear guns at this guy, hoping I can do some kind of damage to this guy. Destroyer hits me, I catch the destroyer on fire. Well, actually, I mean the carrier dive bombers hits me, but I catch the destroyer on fire, and the defeat. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to. And like always, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.